So guys, welcome to Dakar, Senegal. After a little hunger in Istanbul of a few hours where I spent the whole entire day and night, I am finally here in the capital of Senegal. This country has just elected Africa's youngest president, and it's truly an honor for me to be here. So during my journey here in the beautiful country of Senegal, I'm going to be showing you the different sites that this country has. There's a lot of history here when it comes to culture, when it comes to history, and when it comes to future plans right here in Africa. So I'm here to kind of bring you up close and personal with that experience so that you also watching this video make Senegal your next destination. Africa has a lot to offer. So personally, I want to show you what they don't show you. I'm not gonna be taking you to the hoods. I'm not taking you to the bad areas. I'm not showing you bad places because guess what? Every country has a bad place. I am here to show you what they don't show you. So I'm right here at the Monument de la Renaissance, which embodies the African resistance. This is a place that has a lot of men that has been picked up throughout the slave trades, but we are moving forward and making things better, not just for Senegal, but for the whole entire continent.
Senegal belegi, yagna mataxaw, Dakar bes punek ci sunu xew-xew. Ci gis na su neex, yow wi du metti ci bi xale yu raw ñepp ñi bët setti. Ñu leen Dakar, bu nekk ba ngeen gis. Ang ci teranga suñu bëggeel la gis. Sa xol dafay mel ni ginaaw la. Ci Senegal bu ne bu xiif nga dellu fa. Fanny wër ci géej suñu nit yu baax naka la ñu dundal seen bëggeel bu jàmm sa jataay bi rek du ci yow la añëw Dakar la mën dal des na xeex ba mu xew ñu leen Dakar bu nekk ba ngeen gis dañ ci teranga suñu bëggeel la gis sa xol dafay mel ni ginaaw la ci Senegal bu ne bu xiif nga dellu fa.
So being from Cameroon, visiting Senegal has always been a big dream of mine. Both countries have a very similar history as they were both colonized by France. So we have the French language in common. In addition, they are both huge soccer nations. And our flags, except a few colors switched, is almost the same. So also, growing up, we used to eat this fried barbecue that we call soya. So the street barbecue has been something that I grew up on, and I always wanted to taste it in different countries just to see the similarities. And this is now the second former French colony that I get to visit in Senegal. So I'm extremely excited about that. So when I arrived at the airport, I can't tell you guys the feeling that I felt. This is a country that is known for what we call in French, teranga. And teranga is basically an expression to underline the warmth of the Senegalese people. This nation is very welcoming to guests, have a way to invite them to the family. They are very generous and they make people feel at home and within the family. That's what Senegal is known for, is the welcoming nature of its people. So I finally made it to the beautiful nation of Senegal and I was navigating to the airport. We are here at Dakar Airport. I just crossed customs. It's great. They have no visa requirements here. So I was able to cross right away and I got my bag, carry on with me. Because remember at the DC, they actually took it from me. So I'm here trying to get out of the airport, but the first thing I need is actually to get some cash. I need to get some cash, and after I get some cash, take a taxi. Shout out to Backpack Mo who always tells me, book your car out of the airport with booking.com. Something I haven't done yet. But I was thinking about doing it this time, I didn't. So I don't know, I think it's about 20,000 francs CFA. I'm not sure how much the conversion is 20,000 francs CFA. I'm not quite sure. So I was just directed this way. I will let you guys know there were a few options for hotels, and I booked one that was kind of close to the downtown area, whatever that is. I don't have a full understanding of the layout yet, but I'll let you guys know. Let me cross this area here, and then let's start looking for cabs. Welcome to Senegal. So I am now going to get some cash, and it looks like there's some ATMs right in front of me, right there. Here they use the franc CFA, but from my visit in Ivory Coast, I noticed there were different currency, actual bills. Madame, vous attendez pour la machine? Non. Je peux y aller, okay. There were actual different bills, even though it's the same currency, so we'll see. I'm gonna use the ATM here real quick. They have quite a few too. They have quite a few. So let's see. Let's go with English. 100,000. We should be close to 100. No, maybe close to $80 and $90. I'm not quite sure. It didn't ask me if I want my bank to basically give me the equivalence in dollars. It's just gonna give me what I asked for. Okay. So this is how the bills are coming out, guys. They're coming out at 10,000. Okay. 10,000. I will give you guys a better view of all the bills as I go around, but that's basically what the currency looks like. Banque des États de l'Afrique centrale. Okay, so Bank of Central African countries. Let me put this away. They do look different in every African countries. Former French colony that used the CFA franc. All these bills I've looked kind of different, you know. So sorry about the angle, guys. I had to put this down, put my money out of here, so I don't look like. And cabs don't like cameras, so I'll put my camera way down too as I'm crossing out. This is the view here as I cross out. I refuse the taxi because I know these guys are generally going to charge me more money than if I find somebody on my own, and I'm not in a hurry. I kind of want to show you guys a little view of this beautiful international airport here. This is the view from the international airport here in Senegal. They have a huge tower right there, control tower, and then the parking lot is right there. All right. So it's the airport Blaise Diagne. Yeah. So when you get out, this is basically what you're looking at right here. All right, guys. So the next step now is going to be for me to find a taxi, and I'd rather do that on my own than negotiate with somebody. I'm supposed to have one of those hustlers come at me. It's always better to look like you know what you're doing, even though I'm completely lost. It's a very big airport, guys. Wow. Very nice. What's that? So as I was walking around, filming outside the airport, I was approached by this taxi driver who basically offered to give me a ride to my hotel in Dakar. Ouais, je fais un vlog, hein, donc... Ok, c'est quoi ton nom? Ah, Omar? Bon, écoute, je vais te montrer mon hôtel et tu me dis, parce que j'ai une idée de...
Attends, oui, après, c'est décidé.
Pardon?
Y a pas de problème. Allez-y, après, let's go.
Non, mais attends, tu veux m'amener ou pas? Moi, je vais te montrer l'hôtel tout de suite pour que tu me dises combien tu veux.
Allez, let's go à voter.
Non. Tu me donnes le prix maintenant avant qu'on ne parte.
Vous allez où à Dakar?
Comment tu veux me dire de partir alors que je sais pas? Je suis à la résidence Ndobasté là. Tu sais où ça se trouve?
À Dakar. À 25 000.
25? Non, mais c'est 20 000, mon frère. Ok, bon, laisse tomber alors. 20 000 on part, mais 25 non. Je sais, c'est ma troisième fois ici, je vais pas payer ça. So guys, so this is basically the airport. I'm gonna negotiate with my brother here. Hopefully he can come down. Hein?
C'est interdit. C'est là-bas, il y a des films aéroport, c'est interdit.
C'est interdit, pourquoi?
C'est interdit. Il faut
Pourquoi?
autorisation.
I could tell by his mannerism that he was never comfortable being on camera. So I asked him, I said, look, if you're gonna give me a ride, you know, I'm filming a vlog, so you must be comfortable with the camera. If not, I'm gonna grab another taxi. He said, that's not a problem, you can film. So I proceeded to do so. And after that, we negotiated a price for him to give me a ride from the airport to downtown Dakar, which is roughly about 45 to an hour ride, and you have to go to several tolls. So this is what happened. Blaise Diagne International Airport opened its doors in 2017. It is located about 28 miles away from the city center. It is part of Senegal's effort to become a major hub in West Africa. Major airlines such as Emirates, Air France, Turkish Airlines, and more connect Dakar to Europe, North America, the Middle East, and many other African destinations. And with the new highway, it has cut the travel time from the airport to downtown Dakar to about 40 to 50 minutes. So guys, he accepted the 20,000. I told him it's my third time here, but this is the thing that happens with these guys. You need to have a general idea of the price, otherwise they try to rip you off. He sees that I come from overseas, so he's trying to charge me 5,000 extra. And I'm like, no. 20,000, mon frère. I said, 20,000, my brother. And I told him it's my third time here. He's trying to use the scary tactic, but this is not my first rodeo. I know how it works right here. So now we're gonna go to the car. All right. Very nice airport. Very nice airport. This is the thing. Mais il faut ouvrir le capot pour que je mette la valise, non? Là-dedans? Ok. Rappelle-moi ton nom, c'était quoi? Hein? Omar. Mais toi, mon frère, tu es difficile, hein? Alors, tu peux repousser la chaise là, s'il te plaît? Oh, you want me to come in the front? Okay. Alright. Let's go. Je suis là avec mon frère.
Adresse.
Mais tu m'as dit que tu savais où c'est. Maintenant, tu ne sais pas.
C'est à Salé.
C'est pas à Salé. Résidence Doumbé, c'est là. C'est pas loin.
Quel quartier?
C'est Dakar. Attends. Donc, voici l'adresse.
Quel quartier à Yoff?
Écoute, je sais pas, c'est Dakar.
Ton numéro.
Tu veux le réclamer?
Blaise Diagne. Ça va?
Oui, ça va et toi?
Vous allez bien?
Très bien.
Moi, c'est Babacar.
Ok, Babacar.
Comment tu t'appelles?
Moi, Yvan.
Yvan, oui. Prends-moi, il n'y a pas de problème. Ici, c'est Sénégal, c'est bon pays.
C'est un super pays.
Oui, c'est l'hospitalité.
D'accord. Merci.
C'est l'hospitalité. Franck.
Oui. Qu'est-ce qui se passe? So, oui.
Oui, moi je suis débrouillard quoi, pour chercher quelque chose pour amener à la maison avec ton conducteur. C'est le débrouillard.
Non, je viens d'arriver mon frère. Laissez-moi arriver dans mon hôtel d'abord, non? C'est quoi même?
Dans ton hôtel?
Je vais d'arriver, vous voulez m'agresser ici?
Non, je t'agresse pas, même que quelque chose.
Hey, pourboire. Les gars, c'est pas le pourboire, parce qu'il me parle à travers la fenêtre, il veut le pourboire.
Non, le pourboire, oui.
Non, je n'ai rien mon frère. À plus tard. He's telling me to give me tip. Because I'm in Senegal. Mais ton frère, il est malade, hein? He tells me he's a hospitality, then he wants me to pay him a tip. For what? This is crazy. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be fun. Wow. So guys, now he said he can't take me because he says it's too far. So I'm gonna go back to the airport and find another one. Ouais. Donc tu veux pas amener quoi? Tu dis que c'est trop loin. Mais tu conduis le taxi, comment c'est loin? Je comprends pas.
25 000, il y a des péages tout.
Tu veux donc combien?
25 000.
Tu veux 25 000?
Oui.
On a dit 20 000, tu veux 25 000, allons-y. Hein?
Allez-y, il n'y a pas de problème.
Non, je dis allons-y.
Tu m'amènes à Toubab Dialaw à 20 000, c'est bon. Toubab Dialaw à 20 000.
Je te demande, tu veux combien pour m'amener à l'hôtel?
Toubab Dialaw, à hôtel à Toubab Dialaw, 20 000, c'est bon. Mais à Dakar.
Tu veux donc combien?
25 000 à Dakar.
Donc tu veux que je te donne 25 000?
Oui, il n'y a pas de problème. Allez-y, à Dakar.
Je demande à toi, tu veux que je te donne combien?
Mon ami. y a les journalistes, je connais ici très bien. Je donne à Toubab Dialaw, je donne 20 000 à Tarif, il n'y a pas de problème. Mais Dakar est à 25 000. Tu peux autoroute, péage, tout. 25 000.
Je paye l'autoroute et tout.
Tout, oui.
Et je te donne combien? 25 000.
Oui.
L'autoroute, le péage, c'est combien?
2 000.
Allons-y. Donc je te donne 25 000.
Oui.
Ok. Comme tu m'as dit au départ.
Après, je garde le numéro pour retour.
Je garde ton numéro. Ok. Tu veux que tu aies de la lumière ici?
Mais c'est là-bas à filmer là-bas pour ce fond.
Bon documentaire.
Non, mais documentaire, il faut qu'il paye taximan. C'est là-bas, il y a des. C'est interdit.
Mais j'ai demandé.
Non, c'est moi, il y a des pères de famille, c'est responsable.
Oui.
Pas filmer. Il faut avancer là-bas après.
Okay. So this is when things got very strange. As we are riding around the taxi, he pulls over by a gas station. And I'm thinking, well, he's gonna get some gas. Not quite. So he keeps driving, passes the pumps, and pulls over in a corner. And that's when the car was actually surrounded by 4 different guys. Now, mind you, my bags are in the back seat. He grabs my bag, tosses it to me, and proceeds to like open the doors. And these guys are jumping in. Guys, I freaked out. I'm by myself. I'm in a country that I have never been to before. And now I'm surrounded with all of these strangers. So I decided to turn on my camera after screaming for them to stop getting in the car. Because I already booked this taxi. He's supposed to drive me to the hotel. But instead, he's picking up I don't know who in the middle of the night to get in the car. So I felt like they were trying to rob me. And at this particular time, I turned my camera on, which made the driver very, very uncomfortable. So before we get to what's happening, let me tell you guys, this was a very, very scary experience. I mean, being in a foreign country is one thing. I'm a solo traveler. I kind of know how to navigate. And for a taxi to stop for gas, it's understandable. But being alone at night in a country that I'm not familiar with strangers like this, who are all of a sudden in the car, and then he had like no courtesy to even explain to me what was going on. He didn't tell me I need to pick up my friends for this. He said absolutely nothing, and I'm surrounded all of a sudden. So I was very, very angry. No, no, là, allons à l'aéroport, allons à l'aéroport. Allons à l'aéroport. Non. Je te paye, je veux être seul dans la voiture. Je ne veux pas quelqu'un d'autre, je suis pas dans mon pays.
C'est fini, mon ami.
Non, alors dépose-moi à l'aéroport, on arrête. Non.
Allez, je descends.
C'est pas possible. Je suis en route pour l'hôtel là, maintenant, et puis... Non, mais tu peux pas prendre quelqu'un et tu me dis que tu prends un autre dans la voiture, vous êtes 2 contre moi seul, tu prends mon sac, tu le mets entre mes jambes, mais c'est pas possible. Mais non. Donc, je suis en route pour l'hôtel là, et puis voilà quoi. Donc, je vous fais signe quand on arrive, il semblerait, the road is about a good 45 minutes. It's a good 45 minutes. And that's that. And he wanted to get somebody else in the car. I said no, because I don't know where I'm at. I'm paying a taxi, so I'm taking to a hotel. That's it. So it's pretty dark here. My plane has been delayed by close to 2 days. So I was supposed to be here 2 days ago. So now I'm landing at night. I was supposed to land during the day. I don't know where I'm at. And I'm not just gonna get in the car with 2 guys I don't know. This is insane. So I kept telling him, at some point to take me to the airport, but he said that was okay. And given that I was at this point alone with him, I felt comfortable enough to continue the ride. But this was a very, very uncomfortable experience. So, this is the road. We're on the way out.
Je débarque à Dakar, Sénégal, terre des lions. Mais direct un taxi me fait une embrouille, quel frisson. T'as cru que j'étais qu'un touriste, qu'un pigeon facile. Mais t'oublies que je viens de loin mec, c'est pas docile. Cameroun et Marine, on m'a forgé dans l'acier. Je vais pas plier devant un vaurien mal éduqué. Tu me prends pour un confrère, tu vas regretter. Je craque tes crânes, s'il faut laisse pas ma bonté t'égarer. Je suis gentil, mais crois pas que je suis un imbécile. J'ai survécu au pire, je suis formé pour le difficile. Voyageur solo, je traverse la poussière sans faillir. Sénégal me voilà, et je veux pas qu'on m'empêche de sourire. À monter ton coup avec tes potes, quelle audace. Mais moi j'ai l'œil sans la trahison à chaque place. Tu veux jouer à ça, je te promets c'est ta faute. T'es tombé sur le mauvais gage, faut parler les fautes. Cameroun c'est ma terre, la rue m'a donné les clés. Mais l'armée US m'a appris comment frapper sans pitié. Touche à mon voyage et je te jure c'est fini. T'as essayé de me voler, t'as réveillé un génie. Je suis gentil, mais crois pas que je suis un imbécile. J'ai survécu au pire, je suis formé pour le difficile. Voyageur solo, je traverse la poussière sans faillir. Senegal me voit.
My driver was a little bit agitated, but now he's nice. You know, he's nice now. You know?
Je descends du vol, atterrissage à Dakar. Les galères d'Istanbul sont restées quelque part. Solo dans les rues, mon sac sous le dos. Un taxi m'approche, sourire faux. Je viens du Cameroun, ne me prends pas pour un clown. Là-bas c'est la jungle, on survit dans le brouillard. Ton sourire cache quoi? La rue m'a appris que derrière les masses se cachent souvent des traîtres impunis. Je suis de Cameroun frère, me teste pas. La survie c'est un art, je suis prêt pour le combat. Dakar, je suis sûr que t'étais magique. Mais commence pas, mon voyage à peine commencé, déjà on t'en faut pas. Tu veux jouer avec moi, c'est mal me connaître. Chaque ruelle est un ring, je suis prêt à renaître. Le danger je le sens, je l'affronte, je m'élève. Ton piège c'est rien, je glisse, m'enlève. Le Sénégal c'est beau, mais commence pas la guerre. Je suis venu découvrir, pas pour tomber par terre. Je respecte ton pays, mais montre-moi.
Guys, beautiful cars out here. Look at this. It's Senegal, man. It's Senegal right here. Beautiful, beautiful country. Wow. The roads have signs and everything. Look at this bridge. And look at this beautiful bridge. Wow. Look at this beautiful bridge right here. Huh? People say they don't want to come to Africa because they think African leaves in huts, man. That's what they think. Africa is moving forward. Beautiful, beautiful. So here, this is like a market and stuff. These are the different taxis. You know, Camaro right there, guys hanging out. It's a typical evening here. Motor taxis. I'm impressed by this bridge, man. Wow, look at this. It reminds me of Kenya.
Je viens du Cameroun, ne me prends pas pour un clown. Là-bas c'est la jungle, on survit dans le brouillard. Ton sourire cache quoi? La rue m'a appris que derrière les masses se cachent souvent des traîtres impunis. Je suis de Cameroun frère, me teste pas. La survie c'est un art, je suis prêt pour le combat. Dakar, je suis sûr que t'es magique, mais commence pas. Mon voyage à peine commencé, déjà on t'en faut pas. Tu veux jouer avec moi, c'est mal me connaître. Chaque ruelle est un ring, je suis prêt à renaître. Le danger je le sens, je l'affronte, je m'élève. Ton piège c'est rien, je glisse, je m'enlève. Le Sénégal c'est beau, mais commence pas la guerre. Je suis venu découvrir, pas pour tomber par terre. Je respecte ton pays, mais montre-moi le respect. Sinon je t'ignore, je trace ma route, c'est net. Le voyage continue, je reste vigilant. Chaque pas, chaque sourire, tout est éloquent. L'Afrique est mon foyer, chaque terre est sacrée. Mais si tu veux me tester, je suis prêt à frapper. Je suis de Cameroun frère, me teste pas. La survie c'est un art, je suis prêt pour le combat. Dakar, je suis sûr que t'es magique, mais commence pas. Mon voyage à peine commencé, déjà on t'en faut.
It's the third toll. Mais c'est combien le toll déjà? C'est combien le toll? Ça coûte combien pour traverser là?
1000 francs.
2000 francs?
1000 francs, il y a des 600, 400. 2000 francs.
Ok, donc on a déjà traversé, je crois, we already crossed like 3 of them. 3. And he's saying it's different prices. So 600 francs, 2000, 1000 francs et
600, 400.
400 francs aussi. 400 francs, 1000 francs. Donc ça change, c'est différent quoi. Wow, okay. And you can see guys, it's very nice.
Gidem ci Dakar lunek yeks Wolof popa piensan se apet Dakar cin Dakar moy sama jam Sama khol bu jeex sama xam-xam Li ci nek moy sama mbind Sunu luy mbolo luy bakar Dakar, Dakar fanaan bu Senegal Topa na jama pilambe Khalis baax hik location Moy tinan doxu jam andaw Pasujite, tinirunek Jamak sayta sa makalat nan Fas mo nek jibien basok na bach Mum kadana kaya sa seyuner Dakar sa makarit wow Bindali chiwalo jam Dakar fanango Senegal Topana jamak ilambe Khalis bahit location Mo'y tinanduko jam andaw Dakar, ituk, mo'y sama pop Fetch na rijam Jam laj Jam la Dam na 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 Da na 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 Pasujite, tinirunek Jamak sayta sa makalat nan Fas mo nek jibien busok na bach Mum kadana kaya sa seyuner Dakar, ituk, mo'y sama pop Fetch na rijam Jam laj, jam laj Jam dam na 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 Dam na 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 Dakar, ituk, mo'y sama pop Fetch na rijam, jam laj
So when we finally made it to the hotel, he was asking me to pay him. Mind you, at this point I already gave him money for the toll and he was supposed to give me change. He never gave me change back. He just pocketed it, which is okay. I just figured I would deduct it from the full amount that I'm supposed to pay him. But he didn't do that. He asked me for more money, and at this point I'm thinking, wait a second. Because I have big bills on my wallet, and I don't want to just give him money because he doesn't seem to have any change. So I said, you know what? Let's just get out of the taxi. Let's get in the hotel, and then we can ask somebody at the front desk to give me change. So that's what we did. So as soon as we got to the hotel, he started complaining, to the front desk about me, saying that I didn't want to pay him. But he already had way more money than he was supposed to get. So he started speaking Wolof and things I didn't understand. And that's basically when I turned my camera on. Because at this point, I'm like, hey, I'm getting ripped off by this guy. Not only he tried to get me jacked by his friends on the freaking beginning of this drive, but now he's complaining and wants more money, even though he hasn't given me change. And I completely lost my mind. No man, what's happening here is incredible. When I boarded on the freaking airport, I told this gentleman I was filming, and now he's completely screaming, talking about he's gonna call the police and everything. I said, call the police. It's okay. Je lui ai dit à l'aéroport que je filmais. Il savait. Je l'ai enregistré ici. Il a dit d'accord, pas de problème. Depuis, il me dit tu vas payer le péage et tu me donnes 25 000. Je lui ai donné 10 000 pour le péage. Il m'a pas rendu de monnaie. Maintenant on arrive, je lui donne encore 20 000, il veut encore que je lui donne plus d'argent et il ne me rembourse rien. Donc il a déjà payé 30 000. Et maintenant il me dit qu'il va appeler la police. Va appeler la police mon frère. Va les appeler. Appelle la police. Appelle la police. Appelle-les. Mais n'importe quoi. C'est pas possible. Mais il dérange ce mec. Il ne rembourse rien et il veut que je l'appelle encore demain. Je t'appelle plus. N'importe quoi. Pas possible. Needless to say, I was sick of this guy and the hotel was sick of him as well. So after figuring out what was going on, the front desk basically asked him to give me the change, which he didn't have. So they asked him to leave because he was obviously a dishonest driver. They asked him to leave the premises. So that's what he did. This is a situation that could have gone very south for me. I've traveled a lot, but never in my life have I been in a situation where somebody is literally pulling over in the middle of nowhere and trying to grab more people in the car that were already waiting for him. Mind you, these people were sitting there waiting, so maybe this is something he does all the time. So if you come to Dakar, Senegal, remember this story. Avoid this driver. Do not ride with him. He's lurking around the airport there. Do not ride with him. Okay? Do not ride with him. This is about safety, and safety is paramount. But I also want to underline the fact that what he did or tried to do does not reflect on the whole country. Senegal is an amazing place with very warm and welcoming people, and I'm glad to be in Senegal. However, this one individual in no way represents the country. Every country has bad people, and I just happened to meet one of them. And unfortunately, this happened in the very early stages of my journey in Dakar. Finally made it, so about to check in. That was intense with that guy, man. He was starting calling the cops, screaming, yelling. He basically ended up taking twice the money. Hire you a cab driver all day, but they never have change, so that's a problem. So that was a very rough arrival, but I'm about to go to my apartment, so I'm excited about that. Ok, allons-y.
C'est comme ça que vous allez
En face. Alright. Un petit salon ici. La chambre. Réception. Ah oui, la cuisine est là. Ok. Ok.
Votre code de Wi-Fi, ça est là ici. Ça c'est le code Wi-Fi, ça c'est le code de Wi-Fi.
Et le nom du signal, c'est lequel?
C'est
Tiranga, c'est ok, puis ça, ok, très bien. Et puis il y a l'air là-bas avec le contrôleur là. Et la chambre, c'est.
C'est ici.
Là. D'accord, je vais regarder ça très bien.
C'est la toilette visiteur.
Ok. Et il y a l'autre salle de bain dedans.
Il y a la salle de bain à l'intérieur.
Ok. Très bien.
Au fond, ici, c'est le balcon.
Ok, très bien, avec une petite vue. Ok, très bien, ça marche. Alright. So with the delay, I booked for 3 days originally here. I don't like to stay in one place the entire stay because I don't know the lay of the land yet. So I figured I just booked 3 days, kind of get my bearing right, and then decide where I want to stay. So let me show you a little bit. This is the apartment, and here it's costing me the equivalent of $170 for 3 days, all right? So they have a little family room going on here, and then the living room on this area here. So I can be, editing some videos right there. They have a little kitchen if you want to, cook. A little oven here. 4-burner stove. You have your sink right there. Okay, so that's basically what's going on. And the balcony gives me a view of this section a little bit here. This is apparently a very live place. There's a lot going on. You can see the streets, all the different markets over there. All right, and then last but not least, the bedroom right here. All right, so they give you a big king-size bed over here. It also features 2 bathrooms. So they have this visitor's bathroom right there, and this is a half bath. No, actually, it looks like a full bath. Yeah, it's a full bath. No, actually. Because some people don't use toilet paper, so they have the water thing. Some people use water, So that's the half bath. And then let me see the master's bedroom, full bath. That's what you got right there. All right. So this is gonna be home for a few days until I decide where to go next. So, welcome to Dakar, Senegal.
Senegal domutan sayaram niham sama khalbumat domadomundey sama tay Senegal tekepukok nayak kegichisuf botayak dedet nanu kontefal bamunjot juftim bekel no def kilifai nanu kham kutant batwame sama khet sandam neex na ko ci xam ma bëgg leen Sénégal Sunday